Good morning, fulfillment seekers, and welcome to episode 105 of Words of Wisdom. I'm Marlena Moore, personal fulfillment coach and founder of the Time Finder Secrets course, and I'm on a mission to help people pleasers rediscover their self-worth so that they can start putting themselves first and live happy, fulfilling lives. For more videos to motivate and inspire you to live life to the fullest, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you never miss an upload. Now, today's episode is centered around just the idea of self-reflection and self-improvement. And I really love this topic because it's an opportunity for personal growth when you self-reflect. Now, there are many instances in our life where we may make mistakes, or there are experiences that we've had that we want to kind of let soak in and kind of analyze a little bit. And that's where self-reflection really comes in, because it helps you to pinpoint the areas where you need to improve. It helps you to pinpoint places where you've made mistakes, but it also allows you to celebrate the things that you've done well. But if we're just explicitly talking personal growth and your own journey and just improving yourself, self-reflection is a really great tool that allows you to start to think about, hey, what's working in my life, what's not working in my life, and what can I do about it to improve it? So I love self-reflection. I love to journal. I love to audio journal. And sometimes when I kind of flip between the two. So I might, type out a journal, or I might record it. And usually when I'm feeling my most vulnerable and most emotional, audio journals tend to help me a lot because I can kind of talk out what it is I need to say. I go into my car, or I go someplace quiet, someplace away from other people. And I talk to myself, or I do what I call snaky talk with my dad, because my nickname for my dad was Snake, because I crawled like a little sidewinder as a baby. And so I talk to my dad, and I talk to him about what's going on, and stuff that's happened in my life. But it's also a good time for me to talk about the things that I'm struggling with, or the things that I feel like I can improve in my life. And I'm getting closer and closer to, not fixing, but improving the places in my life where I know that I can really flourish and really grow. And as I continue to focus on that particular area, obviously other areas pop up, but it allows me to kind of grow as a whole person and not just fix individual problems and hope that they all come together and, everything is great and everything's fixed. Unfortunately, that's not how life works. There are always going to be things to work on, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're, you just suck, or you're completely flawed and you can't be fixed. No, there is always opportunity for growth. There is always opportunity for improvement. And when it comes to your goal getting journey and assessing yourself, self-reflecting, and kind of doing real check-ins to see how you're doing, it allows you to actually make greater gains and build more momentum towards achieving your goal, because you're actually thinking about how you can improve for the next time. So let's say, for instance, you're writing, and you took so long to write, for 30 minutes, you wrote 100 words or something like that. You were just completely blocked. It's well, maybe you might self-reflect and say, maybe it's the time of day that I'm writing. Maybe it's the fact that I didn't sit down and create a bullet point list of what I want to write for today. Or, maybe I need to get into an inspired state. Maybe I need to listen to a specific type of music to kind of inspire me and get me ready to go. Maybe I need to use a piece of software to help me to hit my word count goal for the day and things like that. Or it could be related to, weight loss. Maybe, you strained yourself or something like that. And then, you can kind of reflect on, okay, well, what did I do that caused me to injure myself, and how can I prevent that injury later down the line? Or, maybe mentally, you can't build yourself up to doing a particular exercise because you're worried about what other people are thinking about you. Or, you're embarrassed, or you don't know how to do it, and you might think, okay, well, how can I get some help to allow me to do this exercise and, to not feel self-conscious and things like that. So there are many different examples that we can throw in here. But the point is to take some time to do some real check-ins with yourself and say, hey, how am I doing? What's going on in this part of my life? How's that going? Where are some places where I can improve? Like for myself, I know that I can definitely improve when it comes to maintaining like the day-to-day like chores and things like that. Because, I get caught up in my business. I get caught up in taking care of my family and my friends and things like that. So I don't often have like the headspace and the energy to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna clean the kitchen, and like I'll do the dishes and things like that. But like the major stuff, like staying on top of things, the maintenance and all that stuff, that kind of stuff, it tends to fall by the wayside because I'm busy with other things. However, if I really reflect on, my days and how they go, I can kind of figure out a time that works best for me and a method of maintaining a cleanly environment by just thinking about what works best and what fits into my life, as opposed to, always putting it off till the last minute, or putting it off and never doing it and then complaining about it, because that's the worst. It's like complaining about it is not going to fix it, it's going to stay the same. So for me, I definitely want to work on keeping a cleanly environment so that I can continue to show up as the best version of myself. And there are many other things that I can definitely work on, showing up on social media and sharing more about me and my life and things like that. Like that's something that, like, when I think about it, I'm like, it's like fear that comes up. But it's like, what's wrong with that? It's like getting to know people, even though it's on the internet, it's like getting to know people in a virtual space and things like that. So it's not the end of the world. It's not the worst, but it's something that I know that I can definitely improve. And I'm sure you guys can think of some. And that leads me to today's question, which is, what area of life would you like to improve? What area of life would you like to improve? Think about that and let me know in the comments. Share with the community, and let's all support one another as we start to move closer to achieving our goals, closer to achieving personal fulfillment, and that much closer to becoming better versions of ourselves. So I hope everyone is having a wonderful Wednesday. As always, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern, Words of Wisdom comes out. I'll be here. I hope you'll be here too. And if you've been loving these videos and they've been helping and supporting you, feel free to share these with your family members, your friends, put it in your stories, whatever you would like to do. But let's spread the word. Let's spread some words of wisdom to other people. And let's all just grow as a community. Let's all just continue to work towards our goals and become better versions of ourselves and seek out that personal fulfillment. So once again, have a wonderful Wednesday, everybody. And I will see you guys on Friday. Bye, everyone.